Yo, what is up? This is Chairman of Realms. Basically, it's a what if pitting every realm against each other, and it's going to cause a lot of controversy. So, it's going to get a lot of people pissed. So, without further ado, let's get into this. All the teams pop up. Goku's team, which is, of course, consists of Goku, Vegeta, and Jiren. Then it goes over to Naruto, Sasuke, and Madara. Then it goes into what would be the Bleach's team. Bleach's team is Ichigo, Baragon, Aizen. Yes, I did not include Yawak. Um, then it turns into what would be the Hunter x Hunter team. Gon, Killua. Then suddenly pops up Cosmic Ghost Rider by himself. After him, by himself as well. Of course, by himself as well would be um, Superman Prime. Yes, as you can see, I'm using comic characters as well. Now that's gonna be the teams, all by them. The two individuals by themselves basically are hacks. Gon and Killua, they have better teamwork when they're basically just the two of them, in my opinion. And they're already fodder, so there's really no point in even putting them there. So, suddenly, Grand Priest just explains all the rules. If your team is knocked out entirely, your universe is erased completely. But if you win at the end, you are given the Super Dragon Balls and get to wish. Now they are like, oh, that's fucking weird. They're kind of freaking out, but it leads towards him just saying, "Let the tournament commence." So immediately, Naruto and Sasuke are just like looking more towards at what would be Goku, Vegeta, and them because they can sense they're the strongest in this entire thing. They just have a feeling that they are the strongest. So they rush forward. Well, Sasuke, of course, rushing forward, trying, kind of being a little cocky, rushes forward and starts to get into like a little sparring match with what would be Vegeta. Vegeta remarking about how fucking useless he is. Well, and what would lead towards him getting knocked back. Instead of him being knocked immediately off, he realizes how strong he is, and he resorts to a different pair, Gon and Killua. Now, some people are going to be really pissed about, oh, he's going to, these two are planetary level, and, yeah. No, they're not. Let's be honest. I don't see it as that. Just, like, really, I don't see it whatsoever. The only one that could possibly ever really be seen as planetary would probably be Gon in his, like, adult stage. This isn't Gon in his adult stage. But, hey, I really don't see it going that way. Especially with the techniques that Sasuke has. They're not winning at all. So they get into a fight with Sasuke. Sasuke immediately rushes forward. He actually puts one of them under the Genjutsu, which is of course Killua, since he realizes Killua's steps will actually cause him the most harm. So Killua is immediately going to get someone else, which he thinks is Sasuke. He's basically punching the air. He's fighting against Gon until Gon yells at Killua to snap out of it. Killua rushes in, trying to help against Sasuke. Sasuke immediately just puts up the Susanoo, full body Susanoo, may I add, and ends up grabbing both of them and just tossing him out of the ring with such force that they have no choice but to go flying out. Yeah, told you. It's gonna get some people triggered. Ooh. Alright. Now, Vegeta sees this and he's intrigued. Ah, Kakarot, this is very intriguing fireworks, is it not? Such pretty moves. Too bad they're not that strong. He rushes forward at Sasuke. Sasuke gets immediately he's in his base form, but Sasuke's fully powered up, and he rushes towards and cracks the Susanoo. Sasuke grabs him using a martial arts type move, sends Vegeta kind of like flying over him. But he did break the Susanoo, and this causes Sasuke to be completely astonished. He broke my Susanoo. My full body Susanoo has. Realistically, how did you do that? What is this? Suddenly, he's just flicked out of the ring by Vegeta. He's like, ha, man, honestly, these fighters are kind of disappointing me. This leads towards Naruto seeing that, and he's just enraged, going into what would be a blind fury by the Kyuubi. He rushes towards what would be the closest person to him, aka Ichigo. Ichigo's fighting against him, immediately charging up to his final power, which would be like the comic power, which is actually above planetary in my opinion. It's debatable. So he begins fighting against him, and slicing and dicing and dicing and slicing and stabbing, but it completely regenerates multiple times over until suddenly he's caught off guard. He was stabbed through the chest. He falls to his knees, but he feels a surge of power and then a voice in the back of his head. Well, 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 you're back. Looks like we'll show him who the true monster is. His entire body is just emerged entirely with the fucking into what would be his hollow form. His Vaster Lorde, actually. He lets out a screech, full Shuhakusho on. He actually gets into a beam clash with what would be the full-tailed beast bomb and his full Zero. His Zero actually had the capabilities of busting through the gates of hell, so I think it would actually just equal out, if not him overpower Naruto when it comes down to that. They begin fighting off. He rushes forward. I would say the Hollow is a way more intelligent fighter than the Kyuubi in my opinion, so he actually has the advantage, slicing and dicing. The regeneration abilities are pretty damn good. They're beating the shit out of each other until eventually the entire ground is collapsing beneath their feet, and the Hollow, not caring whatsoever about winning, just takes him down with him. They both let out a screech, and they pop up into their universe, to the stands. Now, Sasuke's like, "You damn idiot, why did you go so angry? You could have won that fight if you didn't go so angry." So you know it's gonna lead towards Naruto being like, "Oh well, shut up. It's not my fault. We still have Madara in there at least." Madara's like, of course I'm placed in this world with a lot of imbeciles. Now, Ichigo is just like, well, that was not how I expected it to go, but hey, Aizen's got this, I guess. Now, this leads towards what would be the next fight. Now, I think the next fight that would be most accurate, well, not really accurate, I guess you could say, it'll make sense, in my opinion. This leads to Goku wanting to, spy. He's kind of got that going for him. So it led to what would be kind of Aizen and Madara fighting each other. They were just beating the shit out of each other for a minute, kind of like sparring with each other, gauging each other's strength. And then Goku walks in and he's like, "Hey guys, you guys are not as strong. You guys are pretty strong, but you're not as strong as me. So I think it would be pretty fair if all three of you came after me." Of course, he's referring towards Baragon and Aizen, and Madara. Those three are like, "Oh, really? I mean, if you insist." So basically, it's going to turn into the whole fight where they're beating the shit out of each other. So Goku immediately powers up to what would be base, like Super Saiyan. Now, you might be like, "Well, that's going to his base form would destroy them. They don't stand a chance." Well, yeah, of course, we already know that. Guess what? Aizen has full body hypnosis. He can hypnotize everyone at one point in time. At full body, he can make them feel like they lost an arm if they wanted to. So he doesn't know. Goku doesn't know exactly where they are. Aizen is attacking him, as well as the Limbo clones from Madara. They're using imperfect joint control, as well as Baragon. Baragon is right there, and Goku actually rushes forward, trying to hit him. Hits Baragon, and his entire arm is shriveled up. He realizes that his arm's going to be out of commission for a while, so he might as well just get it done and over with. He goes in with a full power hit, sending Baragon flying off the stage, because Baragon is not that strong, but he does have a Hack's ability that could age rapidly, so he immediately realized that he needed to get rid of Baragon, otherwise it could have led to trouble in the end. And that means Baragon's back with Ichigo, and Ichigo's like, "Fuck, well at least we still got Aizen." Now, that means Madara and Aizen are actually doing a really good job of beating down on Goku. This leads towards Vegeta having to come in, because at this point in time, it would kind of lead towards Vegeta wanting to help. But then he would see like, Kakarot or Goku kind of power up into Ultra Instinct. You might be like, "Well, how did he do this without the Spirit Bomb?" It's a what if. Just let it happen. He's getting his ass beat. He's stopping to think. He's not thinking anymore. He's just gonna power up into it. That's when Beerus is like, "Whoa, it's crazy, dude. MUI? Oh wait, no, this is just UI." Now, of course, it has a big toll on his body, so Aizen's gonna literally kind of keep it away for the entire time until Madara is actually kicked out of the ring by this immense speed. He couldn't react fast enough to what would be, MUI. He's kicked immediately out of the entire fucking arena, and that leads to Naruto's universe being erased. They're like, "Fuck!" They're gone. Then, it's Aizen. He's just basically beating the shit out of everyone. By that, I mean he's got the Hogyoku, too. You gotta think about that. So his body's been enhancing this entire time. So he went from, like, low planetary at most to basically around what would be Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3 level. You might be like, well, that's too big of a jump. He's known. It literally gives him his fucking, like, abilities to enhance him that much. He enhanced a lot. It's like a way more overpowered version of the Zenkai boost. You can debate me on that. I don't really care. Not gonna lie. Does it mean he's gonna win? Maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. He starts just wearing down, and since the timer for like Ultra Instinct is not that much, basically leads towards Goku's body failing, and he's getting his ass shit just fucking wrecked. Vegeta saw this, and he has to come in and interfere against Aizen, and he's starting to get his ass beat by Aizen as well. Aizen's not as strong as them, nor near as strong as them, but he's does enough. He's strong enough to inflict damage upon them, and he's using the fact of his full body hypnosis to his advantage. This leads towards Goku actually making a sacrifice and slamming against the floor, causing it to break, leaving everyone falling down, all three of them. But he uses himself as a platform for Vegeta to actually go flying up again. Now, that means Aizen and Goku have been eliminated. This means all the Bleach members have been eliminated. But Aizen is going to do something quite intriguing. He's going to use full body hypnosis to make it so that Zeno doesn't want to erase them, or he thinks that he erased them and that they're unseen, because, he's smart like that. He heard and saw what happened before. He's like, fuck that, I'm not getting erased. So it leads towards them just chilling in the stands getting a free show. Now, the teams that are left are, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Superman Prime, Jiren, Jiren and Vegeta. So they immediately pair off, and they're like, alright, well, this is intriguing. So Vegeta's gonna rush at Cosmic Ghost Rider while Jiren's going against Superman Prime. Let's just say, dude, there's no way Vegeta's winning this. You guys can argue all you want how hacks fucking Dragon Ball characters are. Literally, Cosmic Ghost Rider is stated to be able to move across a galaxy in a blink of an eye. That's how fast he is. He can only be killed by a heavenly weapon, apparently. Like, I'm talking like made of pure heaven and shit like that. He's fucking hacks. He's literally one-shotted Thanos, basically, and Galactus. He's got the power of Cosmic, and he has to have the power of just the Spirit of Vengeance. So, yeah. So he's beating the shit out of, like, Vegeta. No sweat. Sorry, I had an interruption. He's beating the shit out of Vegeta. Like, Vegeta's gonna rush forward to think he can out-blitz him, but no, he's immediately blitzed by speed, grabbed, and then basically hit with Hellfire. And Hellfire actually hits you on the spiritual being level. Like, it hits your soul level. That's literally what it's stated, and it can affect multiple people. So it's pretty hacks ability right there. And his chains are made out of the shit that Juggernaut uses. So he's got that advantage too. So he binds him down quickly with the chains, using this sword that he can, like, just beat the shit out of Vegeta and throw him out of the ring, quite simply. He just lets out a soft chuckle. That was really all you had. Vegeta's like, what the fuck? How's that even possible? So now Goku and Vegeta are watching this like, yo, that's hacks. Hopefully Jiren's as strong as he seems. Now Jiren and Superman Prime are actually going against each other. This leads towards, Ghost Rider getting a little fucking kind of bored. He just runs up. Well, kind of walks up and he says, hey, I'm getting a little bored of this. How about both of you come at me? They're like, really? Are you fucking kidding me? And Superman Prime's extremely powerful. He can warp realities. He's been known to hold off the entire galaxy at one point in time. So it's a good match between those two. And Jiren over here is just like, don't get cocky. He rushes forward towards what would be Cosmic Ghost Rider. Cosmic Ghost Rider turns, grabs him by his arm, and slams him to the floor, turning into what would be his Hellblaster and shooting him point blank range straight into him, actually affecting Jiren to such a degree. He lets out a Cosmic Blast as well, hurting Jiren, of course. Kicks back Jiren, and Jiren is just like, what the fuck is this? He comes in trying to hit. He's fully enraged, but all his hits are doing no damage towards all the damage that is being done towards Cosmic Ghost Rider is automatically regenerating again. So he's just getting pissed and pissed and pissed, trying to knock him out of the ring. But Cosmic Ghost Rider, he has the advantage. He summons his Ghost Rider, his Ghost Motorcycle, and just begins using that to blast Hellfire consistently. And he ends up wearing down fucking Jiren to such a degree where he kicks him out of the ring really easily. Told you I'm gonna get people pissed. Like, that's not possible. I don't care. And it is probably possible if you actually look at it. There's no way he's gonna win against Cosmic Ghost Rider. Now this next one's gonna be actually harder to actually judge. Now, Superman Prime's gonna immediately rush towards Cosmic Ghost Rider. Actually being more careful though, for what it seems. The Hellfire is actually extremely powerful, but so is his power, the punches, and they're both extremely fast. They're swapping blows, and it seems that Cosmic Ghost Rider realizes that he has more stamina, possibly, than this guy, but it would go on for way longer than the tournament. This fight would never end, so he needs to make it quick. He looks straight into Superman Prime's eyes, and uses the Vengeance Stare or whatever. Yeah, that one. Basically, making him see all the past wrongs he's done and anything he's regretted ever. Yeah, he won. And he just throws him out of the ring. He technically didn't kill him. He was just like fucked up with his soul. So he won. Now, he kind of was already affected by the hypnosis in the way. So that team was Universe 7 was erased. So, what basically happened is he was affected with the hypnosis to where degree where by Eisen, of course, where he thinks he wants to revive all the universes. So he says that to everyone else. Everyone's revived, and that leads towards his main problem. He has a problem, especially with Eisen too. He's not well. Cosmic Ghost Rider doesn't have a problem with Eisen, but he has a problem with Zeno. This guy thinks he's so strong, thinks he's so powerful, he can erase people. I'll show them what true power is. He immediately rushes forward, trying to actually attack what would be Zeno. Now, he of course gets intercepted, and Zeno tries to erase him. But Zeno suddenly freaks out. Why aren't you erasing? I'm an immortal being. You might be like, Zamasu was immortal and he got erased. Well, yeah, of course, Zamasu was immortal and he got erased. Yeah, but who cares? It's a what if. There's no possibility. There's no actuality saying that he can be erased by Zeno. There's nothing in the books that say that. And I think personally he would be able to reach Zeno pretty easily. He'd be able to actually use the advantage of Eisen making it look like there's more of him, or everyone sees a different Cosmic Ghost Rider as he goes, and he actually just takes care of Zeno and kills him. Since Zeno's gone, who's going to replace him? Grand Priest is going to have to replace him as these guys are sent back to their own world. Because Grand Priest doesn't seem like the guy to actually get a revenge, since they were only pissed at, realistically, Zeno. You could be like, well, now the world's out of balance. Yep, it's kind of what I was going for, Kind of wanted to make this a little controversial. Now, I know this wasn't the most entertaining. I think it was pretty decent. I wanted to make a controversial what if. I think this went more than enough. More than enough. Probably got quite a few of you triggered with your favorite people being just thrown away. So, go ahead and rant in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.